Guys, we're gonna get started real soon. Just thought I'd have a little fun music to wake us up. It's 9:30 here. See who's on tonight. Hey, Courtney, how you doing? Dale, Dallas. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Teresa. I'll just give it a couple minutes, guys. You can jam with me. Hey, Renee. Welcome. We're doing a little jam session before we get going. Just give it 2 more minutes. Don't you guys just love Michael Jackson? I felt like I was fading a little. It was 9:30, so we needed a little music to wake me up. So welcome tonight, guys. I'm Ruth from ruthandsheridan.com, and I'm here tonight to really talk to you guys about internet marketing and more specifically, email marketing. So I'm going to tell you just a tiny bit about my story because a lot of you who are on here tonight have already heard it. So by background, I'm a CPA, chartered accountant, 30 years, sitting in a cubicle, and decided to kind of break free and get involved in the industry of network marketing. And I literally struggled for 4 years. I made virtually no money. I shouldn't say no money, but not the level of income that I was accustomed to. And, long story short, I found attraction marketing. And attraction marketing is a method of using the internet and social media platforms to offer value to people so that they are attracted to you, okay? And that's the whole premise. And for those of you who have been following my stuff, you'll know what I mean because I'm always trying to put out value to network marketers and direct sales people and anybody who is in the selling industry, whether it be how to, prospecting scripts or where to find leads or really anything that people in the industry are struggling with. And when you give value in exchange for a piece of information, so an email address, then what you can do is you can actually use that list that you're building to market to. And there's 2 ways, guys, of marketing on the internet. And I'm going to really try and keep this to half an hour, though, I could talk about this for 10 hours. But I'm going to really condense it to try and give you a sense for how this works and how you could be leveraging your email list. So I remember back in the beginning of my MLM days, my upline was always telling me, "Oh, you gotta email people," and I didn't get it. Like, I just didn't get it. I would email them with maybe some promotions, some coupons, product promotions, but I never really understood how to leverage an email list to attract people to me so they would buy from me. So I didn't build an email list in the beginning, and had I think it wouldn't have taken me as long to get to where I am today. So building a list is really just an email list that is filled with people who have responded to an offer you have made, or a piece of free, valuable content that you have given them. So I actually have my whiteboard back here, and we're going to draw a little diagram tonight. So hopefully you guys can see this. Actually, I might just bring it over with me. So in the beginning, to capture leads, there is a system that you can use that I started out with. It's called My Lead System Pro. I'm going to give you a little link at the end of this for a trial that you can try it out. But it is filled with free, valuable content for network marketers. So there's a free Instagram training, there's a free attraction marketing training, there's a Twitter training on how to generate leads online. And by using these free already made trainings, you don't have to make them, right? You can start capturing leads. And that process, becoming an internet marketer, there's really 3 steps. So the first step is you are a promoter. So you're promoting other people's materials, and you're promoting webinars. You're learning how to get eyeballs on you, number 1, and on your stuff. So you're learning how to promote. The next one is personality. So becoming a personality means that you're starting to create some of your own content. And as you are out there on the internet, you are sharing your own content, and people are starting to come to recognize you. So they're coming back to see your stuff. They recognize you as a leader who is giving value in the marketplace, and they start to follow you. They start to sign up for things. They start to sign up for webinars. They start to sign up for offers. And the last one is professional. Professional is where you're starting to create your own courses and things. So we aren't even going to go there yet, okay? That comes way down the road after you become a promoter and a personality. So with this email list that you're creating, so you can start right out of the gate as a promoter, promoting other people's stuff, right, in exchange for an email list. Or you can keep working at it like I did. You know, it took me a couple of months before I started to become a personality, and my Facebook following started to grow. It grew from about 800 to, I think I'm almost up to 8,000 now. The same thing with Instagram. So becoming a personality, you're going to see your numbers go up. So what this means is when you offer valuable content, so for me, I love video, and video is one of the best ways to get people to come to know you, because then they see your face, they hear you talking, they get to know your mannerisms, and they feel like they have a relationship with you. And Facebook Live, because of the Facebook algorithms, is shown first on the news feed. So if you want your face out there, you want your message out there, you got to be on Facebook Live. But the biggest mistake I see people making is they're doing all this work, but they don't have a call to action. So what we have here is, for me, it was, my marker isn't working very well, but for me it was video marketing. So I used video to have people come to know me. And I used Facebook Live to have people come to know me. You'll notice in most of my stuff, above it is a call to action. And that's where you're going to capture your lead. It's in the call to action. So at the end of almost every video I do, I have something above that people can click on. So it's like, click on the link above to come to the webinar, or click on the link above to check out my blog, where there's a lead capture form, or check out the link above to go to some lead capture page where they can receive some information. So I'm going to show you a quick view of that. I'm going to share my screen, and then we're going to talk about the mechanics of email marketing and why it works, okay? So just let me share my screen here for you. Here we go. So this, guys, is a lead capture page that I created within the system that I use. And what it is for someone to get something that I'm offering, say in a Facebook Live video, if that thing is over on my blog, so often I'm posting, even like tonight's webinar, I'll be posting on my blog tomorrow, and then I'll be promoting it. So if people see that and want to get it, the first place they're going to land is this lead capture form. And it says, I look forward to sharing my online business with you. from stressed out accountant to mompreneur, fill out the form. And when they do this, that email address goes on to my email marketing list, or my autoresponder, we call them in the industry, with Aweber. I use Aweber. And then the person is taken over to my blog like they're promised. So now I have captured a lead. I have someone in sales or network marketing who's received some value, because my message is always targeted at a certain group. It's not just targeted out to the world hoping someone lands on my page and sees what I have. It's very targeted at my market. My market is network marketers. And I know that they're looking for a solution, right? Because they clicked on the link. They're looking for something. They're looking for some help. So they're a valuable lead. So now I have them on this list. And I am telling you guys, if you can build a list of 1,000 people, and 1,000 people isn't a lot. If you use this method of email marketing, you will grow your business like tenfold. So there's two ways of internet marketing. One is cold market lead capture. And the way some people do that, like the Pescasolitos, there's some really big internet marketers who do it. They have big advertising budgets to run ads to capture leads. And then they do this mass marketing of newsletters. And the newsletters are just like they sound. They're just newsletters. They have information in, and they're not terribly personal. But if you have a small list and small budget for your marketing, which most people do when they start out. I know I did when I started out in internet marketing. I had no budget. And so small list, personalizing the emails was what appealed to me. So now we've talked about how to capture a lead, either through a video or a blog post or a piece of content where someone has to exchange an email. The email goes onto your autoresponder, and in your autoresponder is literally the list of all the emails of the people you've captured the leads from. And now you have an opportunity to broadcast a message to all of them in one push of a button. And that's time leverage. Because no longer are we talking one-to-one with people, we're talking one-to-many, right? And that's true time leverage. And that's where I go back to saying the critical mass. If you can build a list of 1,000 leads, which isn't hard to do, it's gonna expand your business tenfold because of that audience that is coming to know, like, and trust you through these emails. So writing emails, guys, is a skill. I was just checking the time. I don't want to hold this to go too long, but it's a skill. And through the system of emails that I use and that I teach people to write, what you're writing is not necessarily a newsletter in the way you might think it is. So when I think of a newsletter, I think of this pretty structured letter that, you know, has some pictures on it and has some information about events and maybe has a message or a piece of value. These are letters as if I'm writing to people personally. So in my head, I have my customer avatar and I'm writing to that person. And when you write, there's really, you know, I've done a lot of studying of different marketers out there who have been incredibly successful with email marketing. I love email marketing because it's time leverage. And I've identified 10 basic types of letters that you write to your list. And the key is you got to write consistently. It doesn't take a long time. It takes discipline. And that comes down to mindset, as most of you know, right? when you're disciplined and serious about your business and committed to a process and committed to success, you will do it. You will take the 15 minutes out of the day to sit down and write your letter and broadcast it out or schedule it to be broadcasted out. So it's a commitment level, but once you get it going, you're gonna see the traction. And I'm gonna share a story with you that just was mind-blowing for me. So I started, I got really committed to email marketing in January of 2016. I was a little bit frustrated with the whole meetup scene. I was going to meetups and coming away with a whole bunch of business cards and following up, but not necessarily getting great leads. It was taking a lot of time. And I was serious about really, really blowing up my business in 2016. So I decided that email marketing using video as lead capture was the way I was going to go. So I had been email marketing with some success for about 3 months. It took me a little time to get going. I wasn't perfect in the beginning. There was a bit of a learning curve. But in April of 2016, I joined a new company. I had a new opportunity presented to me, and I was excited about it. I'm still excited about it. But I wrote a letter to my list. I broadcast it out, and I basically said, hey, it's Ruth here. You know that I'm always adding value to your life, and I'm always giving you tips, and it kind of read in that way. But I said, today is going to be different. Today you have to listen to me. And I presented my business opportunity, and I let people know in that letter I was inviting them to join me. And I broadcast it to my list, and my phone started to ring. And the first phone call blew me away because it was, I picked it up, and it was a woman, and she said, I'm going to change the name. She said, Ruth, it's Mary. And I said, Mary. And I'm thinking in my head, who the heck is Mary? And she goes, yeah, it's Mary. I'm in. I'm in. If you're doing it, I'm in. And I said, Mary, where are you from? And she told me where she was from. And then it clicked. It was like, okay, she must have just read my letter. And I got 4 more calls in a row after that. And those 4 people right on the spot joined me from one letter. So very, very, very powerful when you write in a way that people come to feel like they know you. And when they're seeing your face on video consistently, or seeing your blog posts and you're visible, then when you actually write your offer letter, they show up. And it's been pretty cool. So I want to share with you the types of letters. And again, I could do a whole course on this, but I'm going to go through them briefly, right? So you get a sense for how to write and what this is all about. So the first letter is the simplest letter, and I call it a curation letter. And a curation letter is really a letter where, and it's the simplest one to write because you've been out, surfing the internet. Maybe you found a cool training video. Maybe you saw some inspirational post. Maybe you saw a Tony Robbins video on YouTube that you really thought the people that you love on your list would like. So you can write to them about it. And it's, if we had the time, I would write the letter right here for you, but it would be, hey, you know what? Just popping in quickly, found this video, thought you'd like it. Leave the link and let me know what you think, and send it to your list, right? And it's giving people value, and it's communicating again so that people are seeing you over and over and they feel like they know you eventually. The next one is an invitation letter. So you're inviting people to something. So I invited my entire list to this webinar to help them understand email marketing. So I wrote a little letter about what I was doing and invited them, and people registered, and some of you are here today. So that's an invitation letter. Story letters are great. I love story letters. So a while back, I wrote a story about chicken pot pie. And I wrote how you know, when my family comes home, I love to cook them chicken pot pie because the whole house smells so good. And when they walk in the door, you know, it's cold outside and it's winter and it makes them feel all warm and feel good being at home. And I like making people feel good. And that segued in to an offer for a product that I was promoting that helped people with attraction marketing, because I like to help people and I like people to feel good about their businesses. So again, that whole visual of, you know, someone walking in the door of my home and smelling chicken pot pie, and I really described it. People felt like they were here. I got so many responses to that letter. It was crazy. So again, it's all about having the picture of your customer in your head and writing to them. The next one is a results story. So I like to write occasionally results stories, sometimes about my business, sometimes about someone else's business, so that people can actually see a real testimonial in terms of whether it's attraction marketing or my primary business that I'm in. The fifth one is a love letter. So just a thank you for your list, for being subscribers and following you and, you know, making my day and interacting with me on Facebook Live and showing up, because without you guys, this wouldn't be going on, right? I would be back there going to meetups, which I'm not knocking meetups. I still do them every once in a while, but it's a whole lot easier sitting at home attracting leads. So those are non-selling kinds of letters, and you have to write non-selling kinds of letters, because the minute people think all you're doing is selling to them, then they're going to unsubscribe to your list. So you want to write a variety of those letters, you mix them up and offer real value. And you'll get better and better at it. Just like everything else, the more you do it, the better you get. The one thing I will mention is, as you write, you don't want to write in big paragraphs, because when people see that, they get scared and they're not gonna read it. They're gonna go, oh my gosh, I got to read that big thing. But if you write in short sentences with big spaces in between that people can scroll down and read, they will scroll. They'll keep reading. And that's what you want to have happen, especially on mobile devices. So just keep that in mind. The next 5 kinds of letters have a sales component to them. So you can mix and match these letters, or you can write them on their own. Sometimes I'll write a story letter, and then I'll do a PS to a link where I'm selling something. So you can mix and match, but I want to explain to you the selling letters. And again, this is really, really quick, guys. There's a lot of psychology in these letters. They're not hard to do once you understand what they are. It's just a method of having your list come to feel like they know you. And when you do make that offer, they're so comfortable with you because you've really helped them that, you know, they buy. And don't get me wrong, you can do this in any market vertical. So if you're, say, in a health and wellness MLM, you can be writing these letters and sharing value about health, diet, fitness, whatever your thing is. If you're in a skincare MLM, you could be selling, you know, sharing the best techniques to wash your face, or the best pillowcase to use so you don't, you know, get wrinkles on your face. So you have to get creative. So for me, I want to attract other network marketers. So all the value I offer is how to be better at network marketing, right? Tips, training. So many people come into this industry with no mentor or don't even know where to find their company's training. So anyway, on to my last 5 letters before it gets too late. Number 1 is edification. So an edification letter is really finding an industry leader and edifying them. So You know, I work now with some amazing, amazing internet marketers, and I can write a letter about, you know, something that they've achieved and you know what it's done for them and how inspiring they are. So again, it's like a little testimonial, but then you can offer something that they're marketing. So often some of the bigger marketers will have products that they're selling, and they will pay you an affiliate commission if you offer it to people. So for me, inside the system I use, which is My Lead System Pro, we have all kinds of products that other marketers have written, and I can actually offer those out in the marketplace and earn an affiliate commission just by edifying one of the leaders who is now gone from promoter to personality to professional. They've created their own course, right? Success stories, again, is a fantastic way to make an offer. So let's say you have, you know, a leader, someone has rank advanced in your company to a significant level, and they have an interesting success story. So you can write about that, write about their journey, write about how exciting it is, and then you can make an offer to join your business or purchase your products along with your link. So an event invite. So there are online events and offline events that you can promote in an email where people actually charge for the events, right? So there's a lot of events for inspirational speaking, things like that. If you're running your own events, your own company events, I know here in the Toronto area, I run company events that I charge a fee for because I rent a hotel room, and you can promote that, right, in your newsletter. Presentation invites, so again, webinar invites, presentations to view some material where something will be offered at the end. So let's say you have some sort of program that you're running. Maybe you're doing a webinar where it's 4 weeks to weight loss, to lose 10 pounds, and there's going to be an offer at the end, and it's going to be webinar format or some kind of slideshow format on the internet. You can write about that and invite people to watch it, right? If you've got a list, then inevitably someone on that list, provided the list is big enough, is going to want what you have. And that's the way it works. And as your numbers grow, more and more people want what you have, right? And the last one really is the solid offer letter. And the offer letter has a number of components to it. It's got, and I'm sure you've seen it out there on the internet. And if you've ever watched an infomercial, then it's in the exact same format. So there's the presentation, what you will get by buying whatever it is, what value you'll receive and how it will change your life. The testimonials, the offer, the extra bonuses if you subscribe today or join today or buy today. And then, the extra bonuses, no different than, the knife sets you see on TV. If you buy one knife set, you're going to get 5 more. And by the way, you're going to get free shipping. Call now. And then the urgency. There are only 5 knife sets left, or there are only 5 seats left, or there's only 5 spaces left on the webinar, or there's a time clicker at the end. You only have 1 hour left to get this offer. Offers are all done in that same format. And if you become highly aware of marketers, right, you're going to see this format over and over and over again. And it's a science. So those are the 10 letters, guys, the 10 primary letters that you can write. And I've been writing them now since January, and it has absolutely changed my business. It's changed the relationships that I have with people, because immediately we connect. People feel like they know me right off the bat. And it is so worthwhile learning this skill and growing your email list. So what I want to do is I want to open it up to see if anybody's got any questions. So I'm going to open up the chat and see if anyone has questions. No? Okay, guys, if you have no questions here, you can always hit me up over on Facebook or connect with me privately. You all know where to find me. And the last thing I want to do is I want to put this offer up to you, because this is a $10 10-day trial to the system that I use. And that system is what took me from having, a couple hundred Facebook friends to a massive following. And it's a platform that will give you a blog. It will give you all those free offers already made. There's a free Instagram training that you can, which is fantastic. That's how I actually grew my Instagram account myself to 8,000. There's probably 25 free trainings in there that you can go out and start immediately offering in the marketplace in exchange for someone's email. And you'll right off the bat start growing your email list. And if you do decide to go forward with this system, it's called MLSP, My Lead System Pro, then I work with you one-on-one. I have a private Facebook group that I work with people, as well as I walk you through it till you've got your method of operation. And that's how I learned, and that's how I teach. So if you want to try it out, it's $10 for 10 days to get inside, see what's there. I'll see that you've taken up the free or the $10 trial, and we'll connect over on Facebook and on the phone, just to get you going and see what you want to get out of this, so that I can get to know you guys better, and so I can get to know you better, and help you out the best I can. Okay, so hopefully you found value in this, guys. It's just a little past 10. I promise to keep it to half an hour. I'll be back again next week with some more stuff about attraction marketing and how it works, and some tips on how to talk to people when you actually do connect with them on the internet, asking them a series of questions so that you can identify their pain and provide a solution to them, okay? It's something that my mentor, Jeffrey Combs, taught me over the years, and he always said to me, he goes, Ruth, you have to become a master asker. Ask questions in a sequence, find the pain, then present what you have. Don't try and shove it down someone's throat who doesn't even have a remote interest in earning income from home or, growing a home-based business. So makes your life a whole lot easier. You get a whole lot less no's. So anyway, guys, have a fantastic night. Thank you so much for joining. I love you guys. I really appreciate you. I appreciate all of the people who follow me on social media. And I really do truly try and give you value and help you not make all of the mistakes I made in those 4 years of making no money. So have a good night, guys. See you soon. Bye-bye.